Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to your reading. For this reading, I'm using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle and the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. So just opening up to Spirit to see what message they want to bring through to you right now. Okay, this came out right away. Spring, see your seeds grow. That's amazing. All right, let's get a little bit more with the Oracle here. See your spring, see your seeds grow. Before I started filming this, I was sitting out here in my backyard and was looking at the clouds, and I posted on my little post section on my channel a cloud that I saw that it looked like a snail that was going really fast. And it's kind of reminding me of this with this hare going really fast, and that reminded me of like the tortoise and the hare, the snail sort of being like the tortoise. So, you know, the message with that cloud was if things have been going slow, they're about to speed up. And I'm getting that same energy with this card. So this is definitely something Spirit is wanting to talk about. There's also, it looks like lavender on this card, and I have some lavender in my yard, like right over there. So that's kind of a nice little sign. I also wanted to say ants could be a sign for you. There's like ants all over the little table I'm using for this reading, and insects are really important messengers for this particular collective at this time. So I just wanted to share that too. Okay, Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a hard time talking on this video for some reason. It's just the energy, the way it feels right now. Okay, so we've got the fox, this rabbit, like animals, insects. I'm telling you, they're really important for this collective. They are messengers, they are signs and synchronicities for you. So in the coming days and weeks, you may be seeing rabbits, foxes, either in real life or just, you know, as you're going about your day, maybe seeing something online. Look out for those animals as symbols, guides, synchronicities. Also feathers. He's got these feathers on him. See your seeds grow, trust your talents. So this is about your talents taking off, something that you have as a gift, some kind of talent. If you have some creative abilities, trust that you're going to see these seeds grow. And that's really, you know, trust and see your seeds grow is just making me think of like trusting that you will see them grow. Like you may not be seeing them right now. And this is tying into a reading I just recorded that actually the last couple days I've been doing receiving some messages. I'm telling you, I can't talk today for some reason. I recorded a couple readings that were all about using your gifts. They were slightly different messages, like different nuances, but that was the general theme. So it looks like that's coming out again here. So, you know, I have a small subscriber group right now, and there's probably a particular group of you that are watching these videos. Thank you very much. And maybe you have some kind of gifts or talents that you're not using or you're just starting to use, and you're being encouraged to keep going with them, and you're going to see success with them. Okay, so 3 cards came out. I wasn't going to do 3. I was going to get one more card, but we'll just go with what came out. We have Oracle, wait for important information. I notice she has a snake on her arm, so we're getting another animal here. Okay, wait for important information. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. That's a great sign for your seeds growing. Again, just that like solar energy, that energy of growth, growing your talents, your success, having success with your talents. And then Water Guardian, and connect with your emotions. So you may, you know, this oracle with waiting for important information, something may come through to you in your emotions. Like really pay attention to your emotions, how they're making you, how you're feeling. When you tune into the signs and synchronicities that you're getting, like I was mentioning with insects and animals, tune in to your emotional body when you see these animals, and you're going to receive important information. from that. This particular collective, you're opening up your psychic gifts in addition to any kind of physical talents that you might have, and you're going to start receiving information from, like I said, like the animals, the insects, just the different things that you experience around you, especially in nature. There's just something about this particular collective that I've been connecting with for a while now that receives a lot of information from the animal and plant kingdom. Okay, so if you're not already experiencing that, it is something that is available to you. All right, so let's see. Like, here's a spider. You guys are probably the collective that saw my reading. I have to scooch him off. Whoosh! Go that way. I did a reading a while ago, and there was a spider that was all over the table where I do my readings. And there was another spider. So spiders, snakes, rabbits, foxes, you got them all. All right, so Spirit, what does this collective need to know here with the tarot? Let's get a little bit more. Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're at the beginning of this journey with your gifts, your talents, these signs. They're coming through very, very clearly with this Ace of Swords, or they're going to be coming in very, very clearly. Some of you may even channel or have that as one of your gifts. This is one of my cards that is a sign for channeling. This sword, it's like receiving like information, like straight from spirit. And remember that one card, the oracle card that said, wait for important information. So let's get some more about this Ace of Swords. What is this important information, Spirit? Wow. Judgment. The trumpet, right? Like hearing information, hearing like Spirit calling you. You're really hearing the call to step into your gifts. Yeah, I'm really drawn to this angel and this trumpet more than anything else on this card. Like just getting like clear messages from like your spirit team, from the angels. Be really open to that. And the Six of Pentacles came out with that. So the Six of Pentacles, it's about giving and receiving. And I feel like there's this exchange between you and spirit. And right now, like my throat is feeling activated. So this may be something that, like messages that you receive through your clairaudience. So your throat, your ears are connected to the psychic ability of clairaudience. And clairaudience, if you don't already know, forgive me if you do, but for those of you that might not know, it's receiving information that you receive as words. So it's like you hear a sentence, or you might hear a single word or a phrase like in your mind. That's clairaudience. So this is kind of exciting. So maybe some of you, let me know in the comments below, like, are you starting to open up your psychic abilities, or is this something you want to do? Oh, wow. This is my other channeling card, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you are at the beginning with these gifts. The Six of Pentacles can also be like receiving a gift. And I think this is a gift from Spirit. And look, we even have like this symbol for, this dove coming in. It's like the Holy Spirit, but it's like spiritual messages coming into your vessel. Okay, wow. So what else do they need to know about this Spirit? And connecting with your emotions. Like, look at all this water on these two cards. Yeah, it's like this download, this pouring in of information. It's almost like keeping your channel clear. That's something that you have to learn to do. Make sure you're doing, keeping your channel clear so you can hear messages clearly, receive clearly. Okay, Three of Pentacles. So this is a card of building something. It's teamwork. It's being recognized for your talents and your gifts also. So yeah, I mean, sometimes this is, this is tying in with that spirit fox, trust your talents in changing times. So some of you may have creative gifts also, because the Three of Pentacles is like craftsmanship, like quality work, quality craftsmanship, and being recognized for that. So some of you may be creatives and you're being recognized for your work. The Six of Pentacles can be like receiving, what is the word I'm looking for? Like someone that wants to invest in you. Yeah, somebody who wants to invest in your talents. I do feel something here, though, about these psychic abilities. And maybe you're going to be recognized for your psychic abilities as you develop them. Let me get one more before I ask any more questions of Spirit. Justice. We've got two cards that have balance on there. So I think that, see the scales on both? I think that you might be balancing both some kind of traditional type of talent that we think of when we say like talents and gifts, like I mentioned, creative gifts. But there's something here also about your psychic abilities and your psychic gifts. People call them gifts. We all have them. It's just a matter of whether or not you choose to develop them. So Spirit, what's your advice for this group? Definitely connecting with your emotions, connecting with water, being near water could be really activating for you. Let me just get one at a time. My cards are sticking together. It's so humid here. Two of Pentacles, balance again. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be kind of busy juggling both your creative talents and your psychic abilities. Your emotions could also be up and down. See the waves in the background of this card kind of indicates having emotions that are sort of all over the place, kind of up and down, going through different kind of moods and emotions. What about this wait for important information, Spirit? What do you want to say about that? Queen of Cups. Yeah, she is the card of intuition. She's very intuitive, psychic, right? She's very connected with her emotions. Cups are all about emotions. And it's like this information coming through your intuition. And your intuition is like so clear. It's so on point with this Ace of Swords. And even this Ace of Cups. Right? The Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. This information is coming through your emotions. You may also have really strong clairsentience, which is feeling. So it's picking up psychic information through your feelings. So you'll just get a feeling in your body, and that's your intuition speaking to you. So I feel clairaudience and clairsentience could be really important things for you to develop. What are they going to do with these gifts, Spirit? You can try also connecting with water when you're developing your abilities. So she has this bowl here and it's like steam coming out of it. So we assume there's some kind of liquid in there like water. So you may have heard of scrying. So scrying is when you have a bowl of water in front of you as you're meditating and you just kind of let your gaze land on the water. And as you connect with your intuition and your spirit team, you may see images in the water or just receive information, even if you don't literally receive visuals in the water, which is kind of the traditional way scrying works. But just having the water there, the water can be just a really good way of connecting with spirit. And then you may receive information through your emotions, your clairsentience. So just kind of having that water there as you meditate may help you receive information. Okay, Five of Wands. Okay, this is a card of conflict kind of like unnecessary conflict. What's that about, Spirit? That up and down emotions. Yeah, you may need to kind of focus on balancing your emotions. So we got the Justice and the Six of Pentacles with those scales. And, you know, having your emotional body like centered and grounded and being like in a good place emotionally is going to help you stay a clear channel, receive, you know, information of the highest vibration. So yeah, balancing your emotions is really important. Okay, Two of Cups. This can be, you know, love, soulmate connections. Let me get a little bit more. Kind of getting balance with that too. You know, we've got the 2 on here. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And this can be a card of just being in alignment, like with your higher self. This can be you and your higher self. That's a really important aspect of developing your psychic abilities. Really, you want to connect to your higher self first when you are opening up. There's like a whole like thing I could get into talking about that, but you know, if this is something new, I feel like I'm connecting to a group of you that is maybe new to developing your psychic abilities. And when you connect with your higher self is the one that has like, I want to say like an easier access to the spirit realm, for lack of a better way of putting that. And just kind of connecting, like being in the energy of your higher self. Your highest self is the one who is like the human aspect of your soul that can connect with all the different lives, all the different experiences, all the knowledge that your soul has collected over all of its lifetimes. So it's access to like all of your gifts, and yeah, just like a higher vibration, which will help you connect with, you know, spirit of the highest light. Okay, Hierophant. Yeah, this is your connection with spirit. This is a spiritual path that you are wanting to connect to. Yeah, I feel like also here, this came through in one of those readings I was mentioning in the beginning about connecting with a mentor, like a spiritual mentor, could be really helpful. You may be feeling a little bit conflicted about doing this work and kind of juggling everything that maybe you have going on in your life. You're like, oh, I want to really learn how to hone my spiritual gifts and my creative talents. I feel like I'm trying to juggle a lot, and having, you know, a mentor that can guide you could be really helpful. So I feel like that's coming out very strongly as advice. Okay, let me get a final message and we'll wrap up this reading. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? The Moon, intuition again. You may be feeling conflicted about like trusting your intuition, understanding, you know, what is my intuition, what is my brain, like all those kind of questions that you have when you're first starting to work with your psychic abilities. You may also worry about what other people might think with this 5 of Wands and the Moon. It's like, you know, with the Moon, there's a wolf and a dog. And in this case, the wolf is kind of like the wild side. You may feel like it's kind of like outside of the norm, feeling a little bit, I'm getting like black sheep energy with the wolf. Like, oh, if I choose to go down that path, it's really different. Whereas the dog represents more of like a traditional sort of path. And you may be feeling a little bit conflicted because in your relationships, there may be people that are questioning you going down this path. You know, some people don't, especially like, okay, so the Hierophant can also be religion, like religious institutions. And if you come from a background that is like strict religious, or you have a lot of like people around you who have religious beliefs that say developing your psychic abilities is a bad thing. You may be concerned about that, right? That could be a little bit of a fear. The moon can also be fears sometimes. And you may have some fears too, just about like, how do I know I'm connecting with good spirits? Like all those kinds of things that you wonder about when you're developing your abilities. That's why connecting with someone that could be like a spiritual teacher or a mentor for you could help guide you forward on this. Okay, wow. So 3 cards came out. We're going to let these be the final message. The Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Swords, and the Tower. So the Wheel of Fortune is another card that speaks about psychic abilities. I really feel like that is the main thing with this reading. And this is the kind of like talent that you're really being called to focus on right now. I mean, the Tower, of course, can be something sudden, something shocking. But the 6 of Swords is a card of moving to calmer waters. It's transitioning. And I feel like you're probably in this transition period. I feel like I'm connecting with people who are kind of in a life. So I feel like I'm connecting with people who are going through a life transition at the moment. And it may be shocking for a lot of people that you are exploring this path. So, Spirit, what is your advice? I mean, the star on the bottom, yeah, this is like connecting with your spirit teams, with your dreams. If this is something that you really want to do, Spirit's encouraging you to go after it. Anything else, Spirit? Any final words? I was going to let that be the final thing, but I just feel like, yeah, you guys are maybe struggling a little bit with wondering what people are going to think. And the Knight of Wands is follow your passion, go after what it is that you want, and you're going to be protected. These salamanders on here and his armor indicate he's protected. But if this is something you're really passionate about, Spirit's encouraging you to go after it. So I wish you the best of luck. I'm rushing because my camera's getting ready to run out of space. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this. I'd love to hear about your journey, and thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you really soon. Bye now. So I feel like I'm connecting with people who are going through a life transition at the moment, and it may be shocking for a lot of people that you are exploring this path. So, Spirit, what is your advice? I mean, the star on the bottom, yeah, this is like connecting with your spirit teams, with your dreams. If this is something that you really want to do, Spirit's encouraging you to go after it. Anything else, Spirit? Any final words? I was going to let that be the final thing, but I just feel like, yeah, you guys are maybe struggling a little bit with wondering what people are going to think. And the Knight of Wands is follow your passion, go after what it is that you want, and you're going to be protected. These salamanders on here and his armor indicate he's protected. But if this is something you're really passionate about, Spirit's encouraging you to go after it. So I wish you the best of luck. I'm rushing because my camera's getting ready to run out of space. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this. I'd love to hear about your journey, and thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking my video and subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you really soon. Bye now.